All right, here we go. Casino carpets, part 3, the final answer. Billiam Wallace. I installed carpet for 6 years. That guy was only half right. Oh, that was the guy last week who claimed that the carpeting is actually really expensive and it's a really high quality, and so I guess it's easier to clean. Or so I can't even know what the fuck he said. Jesus Christ. He said, yes, the casino carpets are a commercial-grade carpet. Yes, they last a long time, but they aren't crazy colors and designs because it makes the carpets last longer. The colors and design are, A, to hide stains. When you spill a big strawberry margarita on a solid blue carpet, the stain will be plain as day. With wacky designs and colors, you can't spot a spilled drink. Oh, cool. B, it hides the seams of the carpet. Carpet comes in 12 or 15-foot wide rolls. Commercial carpets are usually 15. That means for every 15 feet in width, you will have a full seam. If it was a solid color, you would see a straight line in the carpet for the entire length of the room. The colors and design breaks up the seam like camouflage. Well, there you go. Love the podcast. Come to Tulsa sometime and go fuck yourself. Oh, thank you. I am coming to Tulsa on the Billy Red State tour. All right, ex-defense minister from Canada speaks about. See, this is once again not my fault. This person writes, ex-defense minister from Canada speaks out about aliens. Out about aliens, or speaks out about aliens, or does he speak out about aliens? See what I'm saying? This isn't always me. All right. Bill, love the podcast. Free laughs every week. They're much appreciated. Yada, yada, yada. I thought you might like this link as you're a big conspiracy theory. A big conspiracy theorist, you mean? He said it's the former Canadian Defense Minister giving some bold claims about several species of aliens living among us and actually working with elements in the government. Not only that, but a shadowy cabal, C-A-B-A-L, cabal, I don't know, comprised of the Council on Foreign Relations, the Bilderbergers, the Trilateral Commission. That should have had a hyphen in it, you cunt. The International Banking Cartel, the oil cartels, members of various intelligence organizations, the select members of the military, one world government. Check it out. Sir, the last thing I'm going to do is look at this. I'll put the link up there. Fuck it, I'll look at it right now. This shit just freaks me out and makes me depressed because there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, now how is this going to help me, sir, if I find out there's actually aliens living among us talking to international bankers? You know? Am I going to come walking in, bursting into their meeting like the end of a feel-good movie? You know? Like, hey, man, the people have spoken, and they like me. All right, here we go. I got it right here. Canada's former Minister of National Defense, Paul Haler, testifies at the Citizens' Hearing on Disclosure. Where the fuck am I? Last month in Washington, D.C., that aliens are living among us and that it is likely at least 2 of them are working with the U.S. government. This guy sounds like he's out of his fucking mind. Okay, let's kind of flip the script here. Let's say you're an alien. All right, whoever's listening to this still, who believes in aliens, who isn't blogging about my reaction to the blogger, and you go to another fucking solar system, another galaxy, whatever the fucking terminology is, and you land there. Okay, what are you gonna do, other than try and get blend in so people don't chop your fucking alien head off? Like, how exactly did this fucking alien infiltrate the government? This is like Mr. Smith goes to Washington. The alien just lands and just goes, okay. Right. I mean, how come he didn't do this in Argentina? He picks the United States, goes right into fucking Washington, D.C., walks into the Capitol building as somebody's filibustering so they can't make an electric car or whatever, comes right out on the House floor, and then does what? You know, security comes up, tries to shoot him, and he just puts his hands up, and their guns turn into like chocolate bars or fall to the ground. And then for some reason, everybody in their suits doesn't scramble and freak the fuck out. You know? No, you just fucking walk out there and say, hey, what's going on? Relax. It's a simple technology that you guys will discover if you become friends with me. How to turn a fucking gun into some melted shit that doesn't let people shoot you. I am from the planet Zoltar, right? It always begins with a Z. How does that work? Like, if you were a fucking alien and you went to another goddamn planet, exactly, I guess, okay, you'd be like, all right, if there's a bunch of different nations, which one seems to be running shit. I got to chop the head off. And you're just going to want you and a buddy, two of you, going to walk in fucking arm in arm and do what? Yeah, hey, listen, I think just the simple fact that we were able to get here, you know the kind of firepower that we're capable of. For some fucking reason, we want to take over this planet. Or we want you guys to do shit the way we feel that it should be done. Who would want that fucking headache? I don't know that I believe this shit. Anyways, he believes, Hellier, whose beliefs on extraterrestrial life and UFOs are well established, made the statements at the non-governmental hearings chaired by 6 former U.S. congressmen and aimed at, according to the event's website, doing what the U.S. Congress had failed to do for 45 years, seek out the facts surrounding the most important issue of this or any other time, evidence pointing towards an extraterrestrial presence engaging the human race. All right, you know what? Even I have my limits when it comes to that type of shit. All right, I don't think that's the most pressing thing. I would say us fucking up the environment, world population, and that type of shit is a little more, unless you want to throw more people from other galaxies also living here. Do they drink bottled water too? All right, here we go. Next letter. This letter is about an older lady. I'm a 29-year-old guy. And for the last 2 years, I have been seeing an incredibly amazing woman that is 13 years older than me. And you know what? It's not going to work out, sir. Because you're 29 and she's fucking 42. You know, that doesn't seem to work out. Women can do that. For some reason, they can do it. You know? Didn't you learn anything with Ashton Kutcher? It ain't going to happen. You know? When you're 37, she's going to be 50. Come on. 37, you can still pull a 27-year-old. You're coming home to her, right? She's starting to get hot flashes. She's taking Geritol. I mean, it's not going to work. I'm sorry. Let me continue. She's sexy, fun, and we share a lot of common interests. We talked about what direction our relationship was going to take very early on, and we decided that keeping it casual was the way to go. Smart move. Smart move. Now, what does taking it casual mean? That means I fuck you once every 6 weeks in my birthday. In my why did I say birthday? In my book. You know what it is? It's my birthday, and I want to get on with it. I want to go drive out to the desert. That's what it was. We didn't commit to each other in any official sense, but neither of us saw anyone else. Well, Jesus Christ, now you're going to catch feelings for her. Over the 2 years, I fell in love with her. There you go, and wanted to commit so we could make a real go of it. I fucked up, though. I never confessed those feelings to her. I was afraid of things eventually hitting a wall because of the age difference, so I felt safer not telling her. She recently told me she has wanted the same things I do this whole time, but she has now met someone closer to her own age, promising the real relationship I never gave her. I believe she has feelings for me, but thinks this is the best choice for her. What do? Do I stand up and fight for what I want? Consequences be damned, or should I let her go and accept that age difference is an insurmountable problem? On a side note, I've been in many relationships. I know myself well enough to know the difference between love and infatuation. Well, then if you know the difference, I would go for what you want. Okay? As an outsider, I would say let her go. And even though you know the difference between love and infatuation, do you want to have a family, sir? You know, because if you do, you need to marry this girl in a week and start pumping out the fucking kids because she's already 42. Are you ready to do that? Because if you're not, you got to let her go. All right? That's all I got to say. I'm sorry. That's all I got on that one. All right. Wife not down with nose job. Wife not down with nose job. All right. Dear Billy Boy, love the podcast, love the stand-up. Thanks for that. Well, you're welcome. Thank you for typing that. He goes, I'm a 31-year-old guy. I'm happily married to a usually supportive wife. I've never been too much of a self-conscious person, but ever since I was a teenager, if there was one thing I could change about my physical appearance, it would be my nose. It's a little big and has a bump on the ridge. Now, okay, he said reference the profile on Nikolai Tesla. Or the ruler Constantine to get the idea. Obviously, a giant nose with severe acne was immediate fuel for insult through junior high school for the hordes of 14-year-olds. I vowed that one day... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just the fucking worst here. I vowed that one day I would get a nose job to boost my self-esteem. Well, I am now in a position where I can pay to have the surgery. I used to ask my wife a few years back what she thought about it, and she said that if it makes me happy, then do it. However, now that I am closer to having it done, she seems to have changed her mind. She says that she couldn't get used to seeing me look different, and isn't sure if she'll like the way the remodeled me looks. I'm disappointed because I really want to have it done, and wish she would be supportive. The thing is, my wife is a self-conscious person, and I'm worried that on a small level, she thinks that the new me will be more attractive and warrant the attention of more females. This is not why I'm doing this. I just want to feel better about myself. What should I do? Thanks for your help. All right, back up for a second. You said your wife is self-conscious and you're worried that on a small level she thinks the new me will be more attractive and warrant the attention of more females. As much as you say this isn't why you're doing this, I think that's why you're doing it subconsciously. You know? I think that that's your thought and you're putting it on your wife. You have to understand. You got to understand this, all right? Your nose. All right, that's like that's the hub of your face. Okay, if you add or subtract to that, you're really changing what you look like. Okay, and every chick out there saw Dirty Dancing, and they all saw what the lead of that movie did. She got a nose job, and I thought she was fucking adorable in that movie. I thought she was beautiful. You know, I could never get through the fucking movie, but I thought she was hot. And then she got her nose job, and it was like, what did you do? You know. Look, dude, your fucking nose makes you unique. You should stick with it. Stay with it. I mean, I don't know. To get a nose job because people teased you when you were 14, you're better than that, all right? And you're with your wife. She loves you for who you are. You know? Listen, dude. I mean, it's your call in the end, but they don't exactly have those things down to a science. You know what I mean? At this point, plastic surgery, it's like shooting threes. You know, most of them don't go in. But when they do, the crowd goes crazy. So there's a chance that you could come out with the nose you want, but more times than not, I think it's going to, if you want your nose to fucking clang off the front of the rim, or even worse, shoot a fucking air ball and splat on the fucking hardwood, I would never recommend plastic surgery. But dude, I know what you're going through. This shit about myself. I don't like that I'm fucking losing my hair. And believe me, every time those hair commercials come on, I fucking sit there and look at them and go, should I? And then I always say I'm not gonna. But I never rule it out that I wouldn't do it. I just keep waiting because every 5 years it gets better and better and better, like how it looks. At this point now, they can just vacuum the hair out of the back and just fucking plant it up front, as opposed to having the scars and the hair plugs and having that shit. But I still, for some reason, I'm not going to do it. I don't know why. And I don't know why. I think about it because I think, like, I can guarantee you this. If women went bald, they would all get fucking hair. They would all have hair plugs in one generation, and then they would all have that type of thing. And it always makes me laugh when women make fun of guys that get, like, a hair transplant. Like, oh, my God, as they sit there wearing makeup, high heels on, and everything about them is to fucking enhance, their looks. But then also I get why they don't like it. Because I think what they're attracted to is different. Obviously, they don't want to have some troll of a man. But I think that they may, sir, this might come back to you. They want you to be a fucking man and be comfortable with yourself. Go out there and swing a goddamn axe and bring some fucking lumber in for the fire. They don't want to sit there watching you, looking at yourself in the mirror going, look at this, look at my nose. I just don't like how my ears look. I don't know. My advice would be I would think long and fucking hard. All right? And you told me to look at that picture of, like, Tesla and Constantine, however the fuck you say their names. Why don't you go look up that chick before and after who was in Dirty Dancing, which is an asshole thing for me to do because I'm sure she had a lot of trauma over that. Now I'm going to fucking re-stir the pot. But, yeah. And then you'll probably be like, well, that was a nose job from fucking 23 years ago, and I feel like rolling the dice, then by all means, go for it. But why don't you do before and after? Take a picture of your nose standing to the side, like the mugshot photo. Give me a forward and to the side, and then forward to the side in the end. And this is the deal. If you give me a before and I never get an after, then I know what happened. I'm trying to think. What was one of the songs from Dirty Dancing? Was that? I had the time of my life. And I'm dancing with Patrick Swayze. He has really tight slacks, and his hair is done better than mine. Outros. How hardcore was Patrick Swayze? The guy had cancer. He's like, yeah, I'm still smoking. Go fuck yourself. That dude went out like a man. You know? He really did. So did Saddam Hussein, to take a total left-hand turn. All right? I can tell you right now, if people are about ready to hang me, all right, and I would definitely accept the hood. Please put the hood over my face so you can't see me blubbering inside of it. He said, no, I don't want the hood. He stared down everybody and was talking shit. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Your mother's a whore. And then they put the rope around his neck. And furthermore, I said, your grandmother's mother's a cunt. I spit on your... And that was it. When it rains, it pours. Hey, you redheaded bastard. So, I know this is going to be a horrible email, but I listen to your podcast every fucking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whenever you get it up here. Will you guys stop saying fucking Wednesday? It's not even Tuesday. It's late Monday, you fucking whining cunts. For the last fucking time, I tape it Monday morning my time. It's not about you. It's about me. So go fuck yourselves. Fucking bitching about a free goddamn podcast. You guys, the internet is a bunch of whiny cunts. Whiny, unoriginal cunts, by the way. All right? You people out there, you got to fucking step up your Twitter game. Stop using stock fucking lines. I want the last 3 minutes and 28 seconds of my life back. It's just like, isn't that the most unoriginal fucking thing ever? I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Like, you've read that a million fucking times on fucking Twitter, and you're going to write it again like you're going to get a laugh. You know? Has anybody ever come up to you, told you a fucking street joke, and then right after that told it to you again? No, because it's only funny once. But you fucking Twitter hacks, the same that feeling when, wait, what? That's like the fucking hacky tag. Same fucking people will then bitch that there's no fucking original TV shit out there, and then they're just these unoriginal cunts. And you know what's funny? They're just repeating shit that they've heard, and then they're all laughing their fucking asses off at their own shit. It's fucking annoying. Oh, I forgot to bring up the hockey thing. What I was going to say, you know what's killing me right now is I think because of the injuries that the Penguins have and the fact that the fucking Bruins can't score more than 2 goals a fucking game, I actually think that the Canadians are the team to beat right now in the East, and it fucking kills me that those cunts are looking like they actually have a shot at winning a cup this year, because there's nothing I enjoy more than the fact that the Montreal Canadiens are just not a factor anymore. Well, they're never going to be a factor ever again. You know, the way that they were. I mean, it's a fucking 30-team league now. You know? I mean, dominating a fucking 6-team league it's really, of all, like, you know, they look back at the Yankee dynasty, the Celtics, the fucking Packers and Steelers, and then the Canadians. The Canadians is the most, that one has the most fucking holes in it. You know what I mean? You dominated a 6-team fucking league. You had to beat 5 other fucking teams. Okay, 4 of which were in the United States of America. A country that could give a flying fuck about hockey. Nobody wanted to be the next Rocket Richard down here. They wanted to be the next Mickey Mantle. Nobody gave a fuck. So 4 out of the 5 teams, all you had to beat was the Maple Leafs. And in fact, up until 1967, as far as Stanley Cups went, the Canadians and the Maple Leafs were going blow for blow. They didn't win. This is how much hockey didn't mean shit in this country. I saw a story one time on the NHL channel, the morning radio program, where they were talking about how the Rangers finally made it to the Stanley Cup Finals. And Madison Square Garden so didn't give a fuck about hockey. Every year they booked the circus in Madison Square Garden during the time when the Stanley Cup Finals was. So the fucking Rangers make it, and they're like, fuck you, we already have the circus. And they're like, but wait a minute, we're in the Stanley Cup Finals. And they go, yeah, but we got elephants. Go fuck yourself. So the Rangers had to play their home games. They put them in Toronto because they were playing Detroit, and they figured Toronto was the closest, you know, I guess, I don't know, to fucking Detroit. So maybe you'd get some Toronto fans that hated Detroit. I don't know why they just didn't send them to Chicago. Who the fuck knows? But that's how much hockey meant, you know. So that's what I'm saying. I look at that dynasty like it's fucking bullshit. Not bullshit. I respect it, but it's kind of like, eesh, you know. Okay, 5 other fucking teams. Wow, did you go on a run? That's amazing. You had a 1 in 5 fucking chance of winning it. How did you do it? So anyways, Bill, hey, you redheaded bastard. So I know, anyways, I've been riding on a high point for the first time this month, and I wanted to get your opinion on this matter. I was on a low point when it came to the ladies. And I couldn't bag a 300-pound baldy for the life of me. Baldy? You're talking about a woman here. You're saying a fatty with a shaved pussy? What are you talking about? All of a sudden, I've been landing every hot broad I've been interested in for the past 6 months, and I just don't fucking get it. Well, dude, don't overthink it. It's like golf. Don't get in your head. Just fucking swing away. How does it work that nothing about me has really changed besides I bought a new shirt and maybe did a few more pull-ups than normal, but it just seems like when it's raining, it's pouring pussy? Do women smell it on you or what? I'm not exaggerating this, man. I've landed 2 of the hottest girls I've ever met in my entire life this past 2 weeks. I just wanted to ask the age-old question, why in the fuck does this all happen at once? Why can't life space this out so I can ride the wave for a year or two and be happy instead of having it all happen at once and life sucks 8 out of 12 months of the year? Because getting pussies, it's like playing golf. It's a fucking mental game, all right? And if you have a bad shot, you got to block the last one out. It's like a relief pitcher. You let up a home run, fuck it, give me another ball. And you just block, you got to block it out. But what happens is, you know, you start to feel like you're in a slump, and then you get desperate, and fucking women just, they smell it on you. You're coming in there, you know, you're trying too hard, extra splash of cologne, you're right in their grill. Like Louisville, full court fucking press. You're right up on that fucking pussy, and then that's it. It's over. They get all nervous, and they pick up their ball, and they go home. You know? You can't give a fuck. I've only golfed a few times, but, like, I don't keep score. I refuse to give a shit about that sport, and I have a great time. And everybody else is fucking throwing their clubs and getting all pissed off. I don't give a fuck. I'm having a great time. You know what? I'm going for the hole. I'm going for the pin. You know? I fucking miss, and I suck, but I'm having a good time. That's all you got to do. You got to go Phil Mickelson on these bitches, all right? Don't fucking try and two-putt and get par. Go for the birdie. You know what? If you miss it, who gives a fuck? You got to stay in that zone and not giving a shit, sir. And even then, you're still there's going to be feast or famine. It's just how it is. If I knew the answer to that, you know, I would have done much better in my pathetic trying to get some career. All right, Book of Job. God is the glory of Vegas. Okay. Hey, Bill, listening to the podcast and the religious douche giving his douchey impression of the story of Job pissed me off. First of all, the phrase, he got jobbed, is actually derived from the story of Job. Oh, we just pronounce it, right? Is it Job or jobbed? I don't fucking know. Here's why. First of all, Christians condemn gambling and yet hold bingo parties in the church parlors every week. But the book of Job actually reveals that God is all for gambling, because not only did God make the very first wager, God was also the first pit boss, and heaven was the first casino. I like where this guy's going. The Bible's story is that Job was so devoted to God, that there was no way he would ever curse God's name. The devil went to heaven and said to God, no shit, he won't curse you? He's rich as fuck. He's got a hot wife, 7 non-gay sons, and 3 great-looking daughters who don't date. Give me 5 minutes with that piece of shit, and I'll get him to curse you upside down till next Tuesday. And God said, yeah, you want to make a fucking wager? See, God knew Job. God made Job. God knew 100% for certain that he would win this bet. Bingo. God is now the first casino boss because God has an inside knowledge of the game. God even gave the devil the odds. So they shook on it, and the devil goes out fucking over Job something fierce. Raped and killed his kids. Holy kids. Raped and killed his kids? Really? Burned all his house and crops. Killed all his livestock. But the worst, the devil essentially gave Job herpes, but not just to Job's wife. What the fuck? Herpes, but not to Job's wife. Try explaining that to your wife without at least cursing God a little under your breath. But Job never caved, so God won the bet. Of course God won. It's God. God did give Job all his stuff back, but how stupid was the devil that he bet against God? The same as all of us when we go to Vegas and come out saying, I got jobbed. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was so fucking clever, it made my fucking head burst. I think you're absolutely right. But I got halfway through that story, and it's like there's no way that someone wouldn't freak the fuck out. Raped his fucking kids? Why is the Bible just so fucking violent like that? And you just have to sit there and like... You know why? Because they want you to be just completely 100% devoted to the bullshit that they're giving you that the invisible guy is saying. Their version of what the invisible guy is saying. To the point that someone can come and rape your kids, burn down your houses and your crops, kill all your livestock, and at no point you're not supposed to be like, God damn it! At any point, you're not supposed to fucking say that. And if you don't, God's going to give you everything back. He isn't. Horrible shit happened to people's families like that, and God doesn't come back and make it fucking better. But fucking idiots will go to church and they'll hear that fucking story and they will believe it. Sorry, sir. You made a great, that almost seemed like a very Carlin-esque kind of bit there. Sorry, it's just my fucking opinion on organized religion. I get a little flustered. I get a little hot under the collar. Law school or bust? Hey, Bill, love the podcast. Nobody, blah, blah, blah. So my question has to do with the law school. With law school. My brain is not fucking working today. I'm going to be done my first year of law school in 3 weeks, and I hated it. I have never found anything I like to do in my life other than the usual underachievable things like my love for hockey and football. I hate every job I have ever had, and I thought law school might be the answer, but it's not. Well, but it's not been. I cannot stand law school, and I cannot stand the thought of the career in law these professors always talk about. All the rules, all the restrictions, all the dealing face-to-face with people's problems. It sounds exhausting. It sounds not fun at all, and I have zero enjoyment from it. I already know the answer to your problems here, sir. Or at least I feel I do. He said, my question is this. My friends and family all say this is just part of life. Nobody loves their job. Nobody likes school, etc. But I see these people who love their jobs. I see people in my class that love their law school stuff. I don't know whether I should stick it out in school and just pray it grows on me. The debts from law school are insane. Hope it grows on me like everyone says it might. Or should I take the plunge and change direction completely, look for something else that pulls my excitement? I do not know what to do, and it weighs on me daily. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. Dude, you're ignoring your inner voice, which is saying, I don't like this shit. Okay? And what you're going to, but it's a safe way to go. You get a law degree, you become a partner, right? And all of a sudden you're making money and you fucking hate your life. And you know what? You're going to bring that home to your wife and your kids, and you're going to be an asshole husband and father, and because you hate your fucking job. All right? Or you could possibly do that. Who knows? You could come home and just fucking leave it at the front door. Look, dude. All right? You said you have a love for hockey and football. Do you know how many fucking jobs there are? Why don't you go into that? You know? If you're going to stick with law school, I'd become a sports agent. So you're at least around it. But if I was into hockey or football, I don't know. I would try to get into broadcasting, get into journalism, maybe become a sports trainer, something. There's all kinds of jobs at the high school, work your way up to college and all that type of shit. You know, I would go that route. If you like sports and you're into that, you know, there's this philosophy by a lot of people who don't go after their fucking dreams that that those aren't real jobs, like getting in any sort of entertainment or having any sort of an exciting fucking job, like it'd be, I don't know, be one of those whitewater rafting guides, those fucking people, you know, who get all kinds of fucking pussy because you got these people who this is their 1 week vacation from the job they hate, and they see this person who's totally free, loving life. You know, women, oh my God, that looks fun. I need it inside me, right? You know, they're getting banged up against some rock right next to the Coors fucking factory. That's what I would do, sir. You sound absolutely fucking miserable. It seems like you love hockey and football, so I would try and find a job in hockey and football. And I know that sounds fucking insane, but, you know, so's telling jokes for a living. I wasn't the funniest guy in high school. I was funny, but I wasn't the funniest. I just went to a fucking open mic, and I turned everything that I used to get in trouble for into now I make money. And now I'm here in Atlanta, 2 feet from a fucking airport, breathing in jet fuel. Going to go to the NCAA championship game because I tell jokes for a fucking living. You too, sir, can live your dream. If a dumb fuck like me could do it, you can do it too. It sounds like you absolutely fucking hate being in law school, all right? It's going to be terrible, dude. Then you're going to become a lawyer, and then because you hate it, you're going to be looking for a big score, you know, and you're going to do some, you know, some sort of corruptible fucking thing to get your fucking money so you can parachute your way out of there. You're going to be sitting in your stupid office with your cufflinks and your little tie tack, just counting down the days, you know, to when you fucking have a vacation. Dude, you're going to be a trial lawyer and somebody's freedom is going to be on the line and you're not going to have any fucking passion for it. You're going to be sitting across them and going, oh, my God, if I have to listen to one more person tell me that drugs were planted on them. I mean, I'm telling you, don't fucking do it, all right? You can have a fun job and make money. It's one of the biggest fucking lies that's told by the generation. And you know, if your parents are fucking miserable and they hate their job, they don't know. They don't know. So they're telling you what they know. That, you know what, life's tough. And you go and you sit there and you hit the books. You have this fucking miserable fucking existence. You don't have to do it. Look at all these fucking people writing blogs. There's fucking people out there who they're into food. I'm a foodie. And they go around, oh my God, the apple had a little too much cinnamon on it. And they take pictures of it. Next thing you know, they got advertising and then they're making money. Sitting there in their fucking pajamas, eating Fruit Loops, reviewing it, making money. You can't make money in fucking hockey and football? You're out of your fucking mind, sir. I felt the weight of your fucking life reading that thing. All right? So please, for the love of God, for all the innocent men that you're going to defend half-heartedly in the future, please tap out of that fucking industry and go someplace that you give a fuck. All right? And that's it, sir. And you know what? That's one to grow on. Meet and greets. Hey, Bill, I'm curious what you think about the meet and greet, taking pictures, etc., with people who attend your shows. Is it completely awkward? I fucking hate that word. Stop using that word. Such a fucking overly used goddamn word. The whole fucking generation. The sun is shining. Awkward. Laughing my ass off, shaking my head, tweet. Do you enjoy it? Is it nice to hear people tell you how funny you are, or does it just become ridiculous? I see pictures that fans take with artists and always wonder if the artists are thinking, kill me now, or if they appreciate someone wanting to take a picture with them in that setting. Have a great day and go fuck yourself. The meet and greet is like doing a whole other show. If you're tired, it's a fucking pain in the ass. But, you know, if you go out there, you put a fucking smile on your face and you take pictures with people. It's really what it is. What makes it exhausting is 15% of the people. 85% are fucking cool. It's the 15% that are fucking hammered and they're slapping you on the back and they're fucking sweaty. There's a bunch of I understand why Howie Mandel does the fist bump. But generally speaking, I like going out there. I like going out there and having people say, hey, I had a bad day and I listened to the podcast. I've had people come up to me and say, their mom has cancer and she watched all 3 of your specials and it put a smile on her face. I mean, that's worth going out there and dealing with, when, one of my pet peeves is when somebody's much taller than me as a guy and they put their arm around me and their sweaty fucking warm armpit is resting on one of my shoulders. I fucking hate that. All right. But, it makes it worth it when you hear stories like that, or you got, people who are going off to war or came back or whatever, and they say they listened to your jokes. So there's always a couple of cool conversations that makes it worth it. What makes it annoying is when people don't have their cell phones ready, or they hand them to somebody they don't even know, and then they don't know how to use the phone, and then they get upset because this complete stranger doesn't know how to use this phone that's not even theirs. And at that point, you already have your arms around these complete strangers, and then that gets a little weird. But it's a part of it. You don't like fucking doing that, then don't jump on stage. That's how I look at it. I mean, sometimes I don't go out there. If I'm fucking exhausted and I feel like I'm getting sick, I won't go out there because, I'm going to go out there shaking all these fucking hands and I'm going to get everybody's germs all over me. Then I'm going to get sick, and then my next show is going to suck because I'm going to be sick. And that's my first obligation is you paid a ticket to see me give you a great fucking show. And if I don't do that, what's the point? All right. So there you go. All right. Single man advice. Oh, also, I got to be honest with you too. When I first used to go out there, it's a skill to know how to actually talk and interact. It's like a whole new skill you have to learn. So, I wasn't good at it at first. I just be like, hey, how are you? Did you like the show? I was really bad at it. And through watching certain people who were just naturally good at it, like I always thought Dane was really good at it. Kevin Hart, I thought was really just naturally good at it. And I would just kind of watch how they interacted with people and tried to use that as as a guideline on how to fucking do it, So, anyways, but I have to admit, people never used to do that. Like the interaction that you guys have now with people that you see at shows is fucking insane. I went to a No Doubt concert, and she was like taking pictures, like grabbing people's cell phones and taking like fucking selfies, I guess is what they call them, with people in the fucking crowd. And I actually found that annoying. It's like, I came here to see you guys. All right. I know now you have to kiss the crowd's ass to like some fucking unbelievable level, but I just think it like knocks down. It's like, you're a fucking rock star. Be a rock star. You should be that accessible. I don't fucking know. Well, whatever. Here we go. Single man advice. Hi, Bill. Okay, maybe just Bill. Maybe a little more than that. No, just Bill. I'm keeping the intro simple. I'm single and need advice. I don't know what soup to choose. I'm really fond of clam chowder. Are these euphemisms for different kinds of women? Really fond of clam chowder, right? So you're like a pasty redhead. But know that chicken noodle soup would be better. Paint the picture of the classic bachelor roll. What? You guys, why do you guys leave out like 4 words in a row and just make me sound even dumber than I am? Which soup would look better spilled on the plain white T-shirt? Also, I just cleaned my apartment after letting the dust build for a while. Is this a problem? Thanks for the advice. Thanks for any advice. It worked. Single man advice. Do I really have to answer this fucking thing? Which would look better? Dude, clam chowder is like crustacean jizz. Clam chowder is fucking disgusting. It's fucking gross. It's like lobster puke. It's just warm with that chunks of shit in there. All the women are turning this off, but it's clam chowder. It's octopus jizz. Okay, an octopus that's taking Propecia and is having a reaction to it, and that's what those chunks are. Chicken noodle soup. Come on, man, that's hearty. That's good stuff. That broth is barely going to show up, dude. If you fucking, you get clam chowder on your T-shirt, people are going to think you took a fucking hot one to the face. Dribbled off your goddamn chin. Wow. Disgusting. Lobster puke, octopus jizz, and then a fucking male-on-male facial to end the fucking podcast. How do you like that? Huh? Right there.